We have a set of goals set out, and one of those visions is our Michelin better mining approach, where we look to make operations more sustainable, safer, and also smarter as well too. And that's where the IoT platform comes into the piece. Michelin's been in the mining game for quite a long time. We produce large mining tyres at factories and plants around the world. And within that, we have a TPMS system fitted to large rigid dump trucks. And we take data from that system and interpret it so we can keep the customer and operations safe. These operators are at the limit of our tyres. So the ability to be able to measure and maintain both pressure and temperature inside tyres is really, really important, and controlling that risk, particularly when we have people working around those large assets as well.
We were relying on PDF documents, and in the past, actually our MEMS product guide is about 70 pages. Trying to position someone on the right page in order to, to fix a problem could be quite difficult, and if they didn't have them, it could nearly be impossible.
The success of the business was really down to sometimes a few key people in operations, and when they moved on, all the knowledge left with them, and that's why we partnered with Hindsight.
Trying to support the system without Hindsight at times was extremely difficult. We've had transceiver issues where in the past sites would wait for us to get to site before we could rectify this issue, but with the digital work instruction we're able to supply that to someone on site and have them rectify that issue within the hour, and it doesn't cause any downtime in their operation.
We had an employee who moved from one operation to another, was able to do a really complex process on our custom edge computing device at like 1:30 in the morning, using the guided work instruction, not having to call one of our reps at 1:30, but also being able to fix the problem then and there. Since we introduced the Hindsight platform, we've seen a 6 to 8 point increase in our uptime for our transceivers, and about 4 or 5% uptime for our sensors in tyres as well too. And that's just simply by doing the guided workflow instructions and ensuring that the teams on site are using the asset inspection checklists that we set up.
Having Hindsight a tool has been huge for us, because initially as a team and being on the ground, it was who do we approach and how do we get this on site and how do we begin to utilise this. But now when we have new customers coming on board, especially people maybe in remote locations, it allows us to provide them the full library, and people are more interactive with typically something that's on their smartphone rather than a piece of paper that's in front of them. I think the real value of Hindsight is that it continually evolves, and it evolves with the user and the customer. It's not a rigid offer, and I don't think it ever will be, and I think that's the true value in Hindsight.